Yo, it's a little after 5 o'clock. It's 5:13. All right. I was supposed to have left at 1, but during the pre-trip, I discovered that I discovered that there was low oil and low coolant. So there's a leak. It's 5 o'clock, 4 hours later, and they're still trying to figure out where the leak is coming from so that they can fix it. They figured out the coolant leak. It was up under the cab. So, yeah, today is Friday, 5 a.m. I'm supposed to be in Georgia today for home time. It's not going to happen. And I'm a little pissed off about that. But it is what it is at this point. I still get my 48 hours of home time. You better believe it. You better believe it. But anyway, yeah, I'm tired. I'm ready to go. I got up at 1 so I can knock this out. I'm sleepy as hell. This is some bullshit. This is some real bullshit. But oh, so recently, last Friday I think it was, this dude claimed that I hit his truck. He was a car hauler, and the way that the damage was there was impossible. It would have been my truck. There was no paint transfer. Like, I would have had some of his paint rubbed off on my trailer if I hit it. But he ran at my truck and said I hit his truck. But then I said, oh, well, let's call the police. The cops get there. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll handle it on our own. No, we don't need the police. We don't need the police. We'll handle it. We're fine. I'll let it go. It's not a big deal. Suddenly, it's not a big deal. No. I'm getting the police involved. So the cops get there, and the guy's like, all I can really do is just fill out a report. This is in Texarkana. What kind of name is Texarkana? I've seen Texarkana, Arkadelphia. It's some weird names to some of these places. But, yeah. I see my little gray hair here. Getting old. I'm almost 40, youngin'. I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 next year. But, yeah, it's rough. I get sick of this. And then, shout out to Trucker Brown. Like, for real. He had the show called Burning Miles. I jumped on there a couple of times. Y'all probably catch me on there. One he was talking about going home and home time. Home time is rough. It is. When you're like a local guy, home time is rough. Excuse me, not home time. Going local, that's what he was talking about. But the going local is rough because you sit there, you work. You're going to work hard. Same shift. Instead of a 10-hour break that you do everything you want, you have 10 hours off where you have to drive home. Once you get home, spend some time with the wife, spend some time with the kid, do whatever little errands or tasks that they want you to do or you want to do, and then try and hopefully you can eat and get some sleep. Hopefully is the key word, all right? Once you finally do that and you get some sleep, then you got to wake up, get back to work, and do it all over again. Meanwhile, when you are OTR, you wake up, you get that 10 hours, you can do whatever you want to do. I typically watch a movie or a TV show and then go to sleep. I don't really talk on the phone much because of the simple fact that I can talk on the phone while I'm driving. Why bother? But after I do all of that and go to sleep, I get plenty of sleep. I sleep like a baby on the road, like straight up. But people think going home is just so great. Being local is so great. I thought it was too. I like being OTR and have a little home time. This is a better fit for me. I'm a father, I'm a husband, but it's a better fit for me because it's just better for me, for my health, for my sleep. Because working a 14-hour shift and then having to drive home and then go home and then they want you to do everything and you can't sleep. No. And then to make it worse, because I was making less money, I had to Uber. Yeah, I can make another 1,000 a week on Uber, but I'd rather be driving my truck because it's a whole lot easier, not dealing with people, listening to music I want, talking to whoever the heck I want to talk to. And it's just bottom line. It is. But anyways, like I said, shout out to Trucker Brown. But right now I got some plans on the way. I remember I told y'all that I tried the lease thing with Stevens. Let's keep it real here. The most you can make with Stevens is like 3,000 and some change before expenses. You're not gonna gross 3 and 4,000 a week at Stevens unless you're training. So yeah, that's the issue. But this company I'm at, I'm seeing some statements. The one I'm thinking about going to, I'm seeing some statements from drivers. I've seen low and high, and drivers are making like 5 and 6,000 a week after expenses. Solo drivers. Stevens could never. Oh, in my Stevens video, I forgot to mention one thing. It is not a walkaway lease like they say. Or they claim it's a walkaway lease, but here's the trick that they get you with. They say, yeah, this the lease. You know, the guy who does the Alliance program, the guy named Will Bird, pretty good guy, but he sounds like very used car salesmanly. He says, well, the lease is walkaway. You can walk away from the lease, but the freight contract is gonna cost you. So basically, you can't get away from it. It's not walkaway. I could show you a statement where they charged me. I think it was 500 to walk away from it. Yeah. And when you're not making that much, 500 is a lot. That's why I will not deal with those mileage based leasing and, 1099 programs, because let's be for real here. If you have $1 or $1.10 or something like that a mile, and that's all you get, you can only drive max like 3,100 miles a week as a solo driver, max. So why? That's a max. So why? That's the maximum you can make. It's about $3,100. So that limits your income. So, meanwhile, as I showed before, a $5,000 load that's going 1,000 miles with this carryover here is the same trip that you do with Stevens for $1 a mile, which only pays you $1,000. So what you gonna take, 5,000 or 1,000? Now that $5,000 load, you get 80% of that. You're looking at $4,000. Look at it, Stevens. You've made 1,000, and actually, you didn't make anything. But like I said, Stevens, I wouldn't trade my experience with them for nothing. And I guess I'm just rambling because I'm bored. It just is what it is. I'm bored. I might get on the laptop and go live. That's how bored I am. Anyway, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all later. Keep them wheels on the ground. Stay in the truck. Make your money. I'm out.